Extra is brought to you by Air Namibia, carrying the spirit of Namibia.
Non-stop between Accra and Joburg 4 times a week and departure in the evenings. Air Namibia, winner of the Feather Awards as the best regional airline for excellent customer service 5 times in the last 6 years. Fly Air Namibia. We cover Southern Africa comprehensively. Join our frequent flyer program where you can earn miles for use to get discounts, upgrades, access to business class lounges, and more. Call 021-766-602 or 766-660 or contact your travel agent. Air Namibia, located on the first floor of the Silver Star Towers, Airport City, Accra. Call 021-766-602 or 766-660. Air Namibia, carrying the spirit of Namibia.
Big Brother is always watching the housemates. Super excited about the new season of Big Brother. And you can too. Drama, drama, drama with your Nokia 5330. Got to love the Nokia 5330. You can watch what's going on in the Big Brother house literally anywhere with DSTV mobile coverage. Convenient, easy, and TV too. Go to the website to find out how you can get DSTV mobile. You can watch TV anywhere. And a list of other compatible phones. DSTV mobile in your pocket TV. Works.
Your weekend is now twice as fun with Vodafone. Use any amount of credit during the week on Vodafone and get back double to spend over the weekend. With your free credits, you can call, text, and browse the web throughout the weekend. Join and stay connected to Vodafone and enjoy free credits all weekend long. Call 525 to register.
Vodafone. Power to you.
Now, with a year to go to the start of Euro 2012, there are still problems that need to be ironed out in Poland to co-host a tournament with Ukraine. An audit report has said certain infrastructure, such as roads and the train network, will not be ready in time for the tournament, which kicks off on the 8th of June next year. The Polish government has also been forced to introduce measures to combat the country's hooliganism problem, which flared up again during a friendly match against Lithuania in March. It's not all doom and gloom, though. The stadiums will be ready, and UEFA remain optimistic.
In April 2007 in Cardiff, Poland and Ukraine were given the right to host the UEFA Euro 2012. A bit more than 4 years later now, a lot has already been achieved. There have been a few hiccups on the way, and I lost a few hairs worrying too much about the pace of preparations.
4 Polish cities, including Warsaw, Gdansk, Poznan and Wrocław, will stage games with Ukraine, also boasting 4 host cities themselves. Well, 1 year before Euro 2012 gets underway, and Ukraine says it is on track to finish everything on time, despite delays and doubts voiced by some observers. Construction work on hotels and stadiums is going on around the clock to ensure preparations are completed before the big kick-off. Ukraine's Euro 2012 minister, who's also the vice prime minister, is confident his country can successfully host the championships with Poland.
Well, a country with post-Soviet kind of planned economy and infrastructure will always cause some doubts, but we've achieved significant progress over the last year in our preparations for the championship. I think there's no lack of confidence anymore. There will be some small concerns, though, both from UEFA and the Ukrainian president's team, until the final whistle and the championship goes.
Donetsk and Kharkiv have already opened the stadiums that will be used for Euro 2012. However, work in the other two others, Kiev and Lviv, will continue until October. Quick-fire hat-trick to help Sweden thrash Scandinavian neighbours Finland 5-0 in their Euro 2012 qualifier. Kim Karlström gave the host the lead 11 minutes in when his free-kick evaded everyone, including the Finnish keeper. Ibrahimovic entered the fray as a substitute midway through the first half, but wasted no time in stamping his mark on the match. He netted twice in the space of 3 minutes, the second coming after some good work by Sebastian Larsson. The midfielder capitalised on poor Finnish defending to set up Ibrahimovic, who had the simplest of finishes. Striker's third and Sweden's fourth came 8 minutes after the break. He was left unmarked to head home Karlström's right-wing free kick. And the rout was completed when Ibrahimovic, who had been an injury doubt prior to the match, turned provider for Emir Barani, the winger, chipping in for 5-0.
Now, Bosnia-Herzegovina welcomed Albania to Zenica for a match between two teams with hopes of reaching their first major final tournament. The Bosnians enjoyed possession but only succeeded in breaking through a packed Albanian defence midway through the second half. Midfielder Haris Mejanjanin breaking the deadlock on 67 minutes in a game where star striker Edin Dzeko was strangely quiet. Albania's second-half substitute Andy Lila was sent off in the 87th minute for a reckless tackle, and the visitors were soon punished after they were caught out on the break. Darko Meletic giving Bosnia a 2-0 victory. Albania now travel to Buenos Aires to play Argentina for the first time on the 20th of June. Newly re-elected FIFA boss Sepp Blatter and UEFA President Michel Platini were in Azerbaijan to mark 100 years of football in the country. But Germany hadn't read the celebratory script for the home side, as the Mesut Ozil gave the German visitors a 30-minute lead in their latest group game in qualifying for next year's Euro 2012. 6 straight wins have put Joachim Löw's side in command of Group A. And centre-back Holger Badstuber released Ozil down the left just before half-time. The Real Madrid playmaker set it up for Mario Gomez to double the lead. Again, starting in place of the injured Miroslav Klose, the season's top marksman in the Bundesliga, with his 4th goal in his last 3 internationals. That's 42 goals in all competitions for club and country this season. Well, the hosts were by no means pushovers, though, and having hit the bar in the first half, set up a nervous finish when Hummels and Badstuber failed to clear, and Murad Husyanov pulled one back for the Azerbaijani hosts in the final minute of normal time. The joy and hope was short-lived, though, as Gomez's shot was saved and followed up by André Schürrle to finish off a 3-1 win and a 7th straight victory for the Germans that virtually seals their place in next year's finals in Poland and Ukraine.
Hey, it's been always, besides game 1, all the other games are like right there. A couple bounces, a couple defensive stops here and there. Could have gone either way. So sitting at a 2-2 right now, and obviously would love to get game 5 at home before we go back to Miami. So that's a big game for us on Thursday.
Definitely didn't play great offensively. I got to do a better job of be more assertive offensively, not, staying out of rhythm offensively the whole game.
Your weekend is now twice as fun with Vodafone. Use any amount of credit during the week on Vodafone and get back double to spend over the weekend. With your free credits, you can call, text, and browse the web throughout the weekend. Join and stay connected to Vodafone and enjoy free credits all weekend long. Call 525 to register.
Vodafone. Power to you.
자, 전반 10분. 전반 초반에 기세를 잡고 있는 대표팀 올려줬습니다. 헤딩! 들어갔어요! 전반 10분 선취 지동원입니다. 1대0.
네. 경기가 안 풀릴 때 이런 세트플레이 득점은 경기를 안정적으로 풀어가는데 아주 중요한 역할을 하게 되는데 지동원 선수 기대에 부응하면서 첫 번째 골 헤딩골 만들어냈네요.
자, 가나를 상대로 아프리카 최강 현재 FIFA 랭킹 아프리카 지역 1위 가나를 상대로 기성용의 코너킥. 지동원 선수가 왼쪽 골대 구석으로 정말 정확히 찼습니다.
네. 아시안컵에서도 좋은 활약을 했고 지난번 지동원 선수 헤딩골은 광저우 아시안컵 3, 4위전에서 아주 이란과의 경기에서 역전골을 터뜨렸던 헤딩골이 기억이 나는데 오늘도
이용래, 지동원, 다시 이용래. 자, 이번에는 가나의 역습이 나옵니다. 자, 기안에게 기안. 자, 위험합니다. 슛!
네, 결국 기안 선수에게
한 골을 허용합니다. 아싸와 기안의 만회골 1대1 동점이 됐습니다.
경기 분위기가 우리가 공격적으로 가면서 슈팅까지 되는 상황이 됐고 역습에 의한 스루패스 연결 기안 선수에게 결국은 동점골을 허용을 합니다.
후반전 17분 기안의 만회골. 이 문탄 선수의 패스도 워낙 좋았고요.
네, 워낙 아주 칼같이 강하고 정확한 역습의 상황이 빠르게 전개가 됐고 여기에서 문탄 선수의 2패스 연결. 지금 순간적으로 이정 선수가 쫓아가다가 업사이드 함정을 만드는 상황이 됐는데 업사이드는 걸리지 않았고 한 박자 늦으면서 결국 기안 선수에게 동점골을.
자, 오른쪽에서 추가 시간 2분이 주어졌고 자, 오른쪽에서 크로스가 깊숙하게
구자철 선수
지동원의 어시스트, 구자철의 득점. 2대1 대한민국 경기 막판 다시 앞서갑니다.
네, 남태희 선수의 크로스가 좋았고 반대편으로 움직여 들어가는 지동원 선수의 헤딩 연결. 이것이 이제 골키퍼 맞고 나오는 것. 세컨볼에 대한 집중력 보세요. 지금 남태희 선수가 반대편으로 돌아 들어가는 지동원 선수를 겨냥해서 아주 좋은 크로스 연결했거든요. 그리고 세컨볼에 대한 집중력, 구자철 선수 마무리.
자, 지동원의 이 슈팅 그리고 구자철의 득점. K리그가 낳은 대한민국의 K리그가 낳은 두 명의 재능, 구자철과 지동원. 정말 극적인 추가골이 터져 나왔습니다.
네, 경기 분위기가 무승부로 가지 않나 하는 그런 시점에서 한 골을 만들어내면서 이렇게 어려운 상대를 이길 수 있다는 것. 우리 선수들이 그만큼 성장했다는 겁니다.
Moving to Formula One, and Bernie Ecclestone says October's Bahrain Grand Prix will probably not now go ahead after teams voiced their opposition to its reinstatement. The race was cancelled earlier this year due to political unrest in the country. However, last week the FIA unanimously agreed to restore the race to the calendar. Max Mosley, the former chief of World Motorsport's governing body, has also expressed his concerns. Let's hear from him now.
Well, I think all sporting bodies have to go to countries which has less than perfect human rights record. But you cross the line when the government of any country is actually using the sport as part of the mechanism of suppression or the mechanism to infringe human rights.
Many human rights groups have slammed the FIA's move, while violence against protesters in the Gulf Kingdom continues, and Mosley believes the decision was flawed.
They sent someone to have a look, and the person they sent is a lovely man, and he's the president of the Spanish Federation, has been for years, but he speaks no English, he speaks no Arabic, and of course he was greeted immediately by the government when he turned up, saw what they wanted him to see, certainly didn't see what they didn't want him to see, and didn't ask the questions or make the inquiries that, say, a human rights lawyer would have made. So he came back with a completely inaccurate impression, and that, of course, was what he conveyed to the World Council.
Well, in making the decision, it seems the FIA's ignored its own rules, which say no changes can be made to the championship calendar once it started without the agreement of all teams. Cycling now, and Tony Martin showed why he's the master of time trials by dominating in stage 3 of the Critérium du Dauphiné. The Paris-Nice champion finished 11 seconds ahead of Bradley Wiggins in the 42.5-kilometre Grenoble time trial. He tore the timesheets apart, beating the time of early leader Adriano Malori by over 2 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. It was a really nice test, and I'm really confident now for the Tour de France. But for sure, there will also be another really good riders, especially Fabian Cancellara. So it means a lot for me, but I think I have to go maybe a little bit faster than also in the Tour.
Meanwhile, British champion Wiggins went quicker than any of his general classification rivals. He avoided the worst of the rain that fell on the early starters, matching Martin at the second checkpoint, but falling away slightly at the end.